Hello, hello. We're here, we're live. I'm going to go live with the amazing Keri Glassman in just a minute. She's just texting me that she's ready. So I'm excited to be with you guys tonight and talk to you a little bit about Keri Glassman, our relationship with Nutritious Life and Nutritious Life Studios, and talk to you guys a little bit about how SWW hires coaches. You about her program because it's an incredible program for anybody looking to break into the workforce and create a career for yourself on your own time. Hi, Keri.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We're like matching. We're
I know.
coordinating
We're in like
tonight.
shades of reddy, rosy pink. How
What's
are you?
going on? I'm so happy to be here with you.
I know. I was just doing a little intro just saying I'm excited to share our communities.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to talk about your programs, Nutritious Life and Nutritious Life Studio, but also share how SWW hires coaches and how you're really helping us. You're kind of that force behind hiring coaches right now for us, and you're my go-to expert advisor on coaching. So I want to share you with this audience.
Amazing. Well, thank you for
Yeah,
having me here. I haven't done a live in a long time, by the way. This is so
I
fun.
know. I haven't either, actually.
I
Um,
forgot about Insta Lives. I
I
haven't done
know.
them
It
in a
was
long
like the
time.
story of our life during the pandemic.
Right,
I was
exactly.
like, what are we going to do since we can't see people? Um, well, okay, let's dive in. So many people, it's funny. One of my top coaches, Annie, came
Yes.
to me as a client and then said, Sarah, I love what you do. This is really a cool job. I'm going to go back to Nutritious Life and then start working for you. And I was like, great. And that's exactly what she did.
I love
Um,
it. I love it.
and she's got all of the lingo that you and I have, and she's become my very top executive coach.
That's incredible. Wait, so I forget with Annie, who I always remember being a rock star student,
Rock
incredible, or still
star,
no, she's
yeah.
still a rock star. She's a rock star alum now. But so she was a client first and then she came to do the program, or she did the program and then she was a client of yours? I forget.
She was a client, and she was
Okay.
like, what program should I do? And I
Oh,
knew
okay.
enough about Nutritious Life that I was like, I think this is a great program.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's what
I
happened.
couldn't
And
remember if she was already in it and then she was going to you personally and then, okay, got
yeah,
it. Okay.
yeah,
So funny. I love it.
is working with me sparked her interest in nutrition.
I love
So
it. Yeah.
then I informally referred her to your program. She did the program, and then she was doing a couple of our programs almost like as a client.
Right.
And she was kind of like, hey, do you need some help? And it was the perfect timing as we were starting to really grow that I was like, I do actually.
Incredible.
And, she's been with us for over 2 years. And that kind of sparked you're in my meeting a long time ago now, probably like 8-9 months ago, where I said, okay, Keri, we're growing, like you understand what I want in a coach. Help me grow this coaching platform. I trust the people that you send to me. And for the last method that we just completed in October, we have 2 women that you would recommend that are just phenomenal. And I'm interviewing another one tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, I
Um,
love it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
love that. Oh, that's
yeah.
incredible. That's amazing.
So
Okay. I love how that all works. And it's funny what you were saying with Annie, how she was inspired to go back to do this as a career when she was working with you, because it's such a testament to you. And I do remember when my core business was seeing people one-on-one, I had many people went back to school to become registered dietitians or coaches. And it's great when you think about it like that. Not only do you inspire people to change their own personal lives, but then you inspire them to want to also then help other people change their lives, which is really
yeah,
the best thing that you or I could possibly do, right? It's just
totally.
help reach more people, and you help
Yes.
not only, again, inspire people to just improve their own lives and others, which is just awesome.
Yeah, 100%. It's like such a rewarding occupation that we have. And even like a couple months ago, one of my current clients is now starting Nutritious Life that I connected you. Remember, I
Yes.
connected you to Tori.
Well,
So like,
now we've had a few people. We have someone
yeah,
else that started, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago.
yeah,
Someone else
yeah,
just started, right? Because
yeah,
again, they were inspired. They were, making changes in their own life with, under your guidance, and they're inspired to go and do this as a career,
yeah,
which is incredible. And it's
yeah.
also incredible that people have these options now, right? To go back to
I
school
know.
and not necessarily go back in that traditional way, that you can do things online, that you don't have to go and go back and necessarily get a master's, which, by the way, could be great if you want to, but you don't have to. There's just so many incredible options
Yeah.
in online education now.
Yes. Yes. So, okay, pausing real quick because we're getting some questions already. Can you explain exactly what is Nutritious Life and Nutritious Life Studio? What is
Okay.
the certification program that you have?
Yep. So Nutritious Life is this company that I've had for 20 plus years, which is just crazy when I think about that. And the Nutritious Life Studio is what I say is more of the B2B side of things, although you don't have to be professional already, but it's the education platform for people to become a certified nutrition and wellness coaches. We also have other courses in there, but our flagship course is the Become a Nutrition Coach program, where you become Nutritious Life Master Certified Nutrition and Wellness Coach. I know that's a mouthful, but you become a certified nutrition coach. And it's an incredible program because well, of course, I think it's incredible for many different reasons, but it's interesting for, as we were just talking about Annie, for example, we have people that, because I know Annie's also a trainer, we have people that come from the fitness world, whether they're yoga instructors or trainers. We have people that are nurses. We have people that are pharmacists. We have, yoga instructors. We have all kinds of people that are already in some nutrition wellness field. And then we have people that are dietitians that also they get 62 of their 75 continuing ed credits if you're a dietitian. And then we also have complete career changers. And those three different buckets of people do the program for slightly different reasons, but there's this incredible diversity of the community. And I always think like it's incredible because I'm a dietitian, but one of the things that I love most about the program is that, yes, there are some other incredible dietitians in the program who I love and adore and are brilliant. I love for all of us, though, that we have all these other minds and all these other people in the program that bring such diverse career backgrounds with them. And it really makes for, I think, a richer, more interesting community with a lot of different perspectives. And anyway, but it also is, the other side of that is that it is also an entry point for people. Again, whether you're a career changer and you're coming, you were a lawyer, or you're coming from another area of fitness, or you're coming as a dietitian or coach already.
Right. So it's basically someone like walking off the street with no nutrition background can come into your program, become Nutritious Life certified, and feel totally supported and not lost at all. Like it's as basic as it needs to be, but also as advanced as it needs to be for somebody that's a dietitian who wants to maybe learn more of the holistic approach.
Exactly. You take different things from it. So for the person that's a dietitian, let's say, they're coming in, they may be, first of all, when you go to school to be a dietitian, you learn a lot of science, right? I learned so much science, but I didn't learn anything about how to make that applicable to the real world.
Then what do you eat for breakfast?
Right. And how to actually like use that science language and turn it into consumer friendly language, turn it into language that was actually usable and actionable for people. We didn't also learn a lot of coaching, and we certainly didn't learn any business skills. And we also you don't end up with a community. So when I was starting my business, I mean, and this was when I started my counseling practice, I mean, we didn't even have Facebook at the time. I mean, I'm really dating myself here, but we didn't even have Facebook. So like, you couldn't just like, go onto LinkedIn or go onto Facebook or send someone a DM and ask someone a question. You're kind of like out there on your own. And I craved a community where I could find support and advice and have mentorship and also all of these different tools. There was we didn't have the business tools, the coaching tools, learning how to take all that nutrition science and turn it into good consumer friendly language. So dietitians, I think, gain all of that from the program. And then and even though they might know some of the science, they might not have, again, that right language. Then
Right.
we have, let's say, someone who's a total career changer. They may be a marketing guru. Maybe they were in marketing and they actually know how to run a business, but they don't have any of that nutrition science. So we really
Right.
start at the very beginning, and then it gets more and more advanced. And then we
Okay.
have continuing education. We have live sessions every single week. So
Yeah.
the course itself is asynchronous, self-paced. You can do it on your own. We say it's a 6-month course. You can do it faster, though. You can do it slower. There's over 100 lessons, again, nutrition coaching, nutrition science, and the business side of things. So we really touch on all of that. But again, if someone's coming in, they're starting from the very beginning, and they might, and I always say, like, watch that video 3 times if you need to. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have lifetime access. So like you can go back to it
Oh,
when they
that's
update.
great.
So people, again, they're at different places when they start. Their confidence level
Yeah.
maybe at a different place, but they are absolutely completely equipped at the end to do what they want as a coach. I will say, though, someone's a dietitian, they will be able to do, let's say, medical nutrition therapy, where if you do this program and you're not a dietitian, you won't be able to do medical nutrition therapy. You might learn about it, so you can then, but then you also learn your scope of practice. You learn,
Right.
oh, this is not for me. This isn't within my scope of practice. I need to
Right.
refer this person, let's say, to a dietitian to do this.
Right.
Or I need to refer them to an endocrinologist, or I need to refer them to whoever. So we also teach scope of practice and all of that, so people have the confidence to know what they can coach on and what they can't.
Got it. It's such a robust program. Like you can take them from infancy to you actually help place them at jobs, which is kind of what we connected on.
Yes,
It's like,
exactly.
I want to help these very educated, incredible rock stars now get employed, which is,
Oh yeah.
where we
Which is
come into play.
absolutely, and which is one of the best things. I mean, I love when we have these live calls every Tuesday, and when I hear our students / alum talking about a job they just got, or a new client they just got, or a new brand partnership they just got, or they're starting, they're creating, a podcast or a product. Like, people are doing so many incredible things, and it's like, I feel like, like the proud parent. I'm always like,
Yeah.
yes,
You got all these babies.
so,
You're
yes,
like,
no, I love it.
yeah.
It's the best, but it's the best feeling knowing that people,
Yeah.
took that leap. They signed up for this course. They invested in themselves. They spent the time and energy doing it. And then they're getting, they're moving on in their career and they're doing it. So which leads me to one of my favorite things is sending people to you, like, as a job, like, go and do it. Like Annie, I know we just sent someone else to you. Said you have an interview tomorrow, which I'm so excited about.
Yeah.
But tell us, actually, so obviously, I just talked a little bit about my program, and you mentioned why you like the program. And again, I think we have many, there's many synergies between like what you teach and how I educate, which is why I think our coaches have been such a good fit for you to coach your clients. But like, what do you exactly look for in a coach? Like, when you're looking for a coach for your program, like, what are you looking for?
So I think the number one thing I'm looking for is like a can-do attitude and somebody who's really results driven.
Mm-hmm.
So, when we get a new coach, we put them through our own certification program. And we've got an incredible program now that is pretty official after the last 3 methods. And so we've got a woman on our team who runs that training named Rachel Beard, and she's phenomenal. Also a personal trainer, and comes from a fitness background and a corporate background before that. And so what I love is bringing someone in, training them up, and then really giving them sort of the opportunity to fly within sort of the space of the method. So we teach them our 10-step process. And when I say results driven, I love to get people results,
Right.
they're hiring us to get to the goal. And so there's a gentle dance between like a hug and like, you got this, and like, let's freaking go.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like,
Well, and it also depends on the person, right? Like, you have to meet them where they are, and you have to be, and a good coach will also be able to gauge how much, like, the push and the pull, right?
100%. There's something intuitive that a coach must have to be able to read people and understand them. Obviously, they have to have the nutrition science background, but it's really the ability to connect with a person and a human being, and to be able to understand what their needs are, even maybe before they know what their needs are.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to read that person and also understand what their constraints are, where are their pitfalls, where are things going wrong? Is it cravings? Is it their schedule? Is it their overexhausted? And it's not really nutrition as much as it is just like, let's restore the body and get great,
Yeah.
deep, restful sleep right now. And the way that we bring our coaches in, especially through you, is we have them learn our method and coach for our group coaching program, which is our method. So this is our quarterly group coaching program, the SWW method. We just completed one in October. The next one is in January. The next one will be in April. And so this is like kind of what you said about that platform. It's where I absolutely love having this platform, this community that we've created with hundreds and hundreds of people now. We have an alumni group that we just started this last one. So now, you know, every Tuesday we have an alumni group that's meeting and everyone's connecting. We have an app now that everyone can chat through. So it's like we're expanding this network and this database of people that all have this common ground of wanting to feel better, wanting the tips and tricks, wanting the hacks, wanting to know it's okay to like have a glass of wine and a piece of cake and nothing bad's going to happen, and feel fully supported through that. And, you know, it's really great. So like back to your question of coaches, like a can-do attitude, results driven, and a good communicator and someone who's intuitive and understands people.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that's probably why one of the reasons we get, you know, you've loved some of the people that have gone through our course is because I think we're on the same page there. And that's how, you know, I teach people to coach, right? Is again, meeting them where they are, being able to peel back those layers. And like you said, sometimes even maybe have a sense of what their needs might be before, and helping them to like have that light bulb go off, right?
Yes. And just like you and I, there has to be a deep passion for what we do, because I know really fast if they don't. And, you know, I kind of compare it. I always say to my team, I'm like, you guys, I'm literally shampooing my hair and I'm like, did Sam make his protein shake after his workout this morning? Like, I'm thinking about my client, Sam. I'm like,
Completely.
I wonder if he doubled the protein like I asked. He might have added, maybe he should add the banana because I know today was strength training. Like, and I'm doing this whole thing in my head. Like, I actually might care a little too much.
No, it's so funny that you say that, because I remember like when that was my core business, of seeing people all day, you know, and I would see clients all day long. I would think that exact same thing. And then I'd be like, I got to shoot them a text to find out this, or I got to know that, or like, and it would just be like spinning through your head, almost like, again, like your children, like you're thinking about them nonstop. You're like, you want to know, but I do that now with my students and alums, when I know what they're doing, like whether or not, like, did they get that job? Did they get that client? What happened with that client that they were worried about? Like, I do that almost for them. Like, so I guess now instead of like the parent, I'm like the grandma. That's how I think about it. So it's like, no, but I do, but I think about like the students like that. Like that's how connected I am to them. Like, and I want to know, and I care so deeply about them. And I think that's why I can't pull myself away. Like, and I stay, and I'm so involved in the program, and I'm on those Zooms, and I'm on, like, tomorrow we do a monthly live Q&A the first Wednesday of the month. And like, I do so much with them, and I stay so involved because I get so much fulfillment seeing everybody like be so successful, but I love being involved with them. Like, I want to see that, and I want to help and support. And probably the same way you feel, like I always felt like this with clients, like the more a client, you know, puts in, the more like you put in, right? Like, it's like, you do it together. It's a partnership. And I feel it's like the same way with students. Sometimes people will say, how do you have time to, like, you know, work so much with all of these students individually? And I say, well, because not every student puts that in. Not every student asks to speak one-on-one. Not every student shows up to a Zoom and asks a question. Like, but what you put in, you get out, right?
Absolutely. And I love being able to call you and go, okay, Keri, I need your top RD right now. Like, send it my way, you know, and you usually are like, like, here's the connection. It's so nice that I can kind of trust that process. It's just like, you know, and that you're approving it, like your stable approval on this person. I'm like, okay, good. And it's always a great person.
Because we have, like, again, such a diverse group of people to meet, and you have different needs for coaches, right? Like, You need
I
some people
do.
that are coaches. You need some people that are RDs. You need some people that are
Yes.
both. You need some people that are, specialized in a certain, with a certain, in a certain
Yes.
niche. So
Yes. Yes.
it really works out. And I've been so happy to be able to help, like pass along,
Yeah.
hey, go interview here.
Yeah.
And I'm like
Yeah.
cheering in the background, like, you guys can do this.
No, it's great. It's so good. It's so
So
good.
good.
Okay. So how do people find Nutritious Life Studio? How would they sign up?
Yep.
Give us info.
So you can go to nutritiouslife.com/BNC, but you can also just find it if you go to nutritiouslife.com. I will also add this to my story and add a link right
Put a
there.
link. Okay.
And you can just like go right there. You can find out all the information, but you can also do a sneak peek. You can try a sneak course. You could try lesson. Sorry, you could try a lesson. You can also, if you want to speak to a advisor, you can also speak to a program advisor. So you can ask all kinds of questions.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty simple.
Awesome.
Yep.
Annie's on here, and so is one of our coaches, Bree. Everyone's giving high fives.
Oh, I met Bree in a store once. We connected.
Oh my gosh, cool. Oh,
Hi
so
Bree,
funny.
and hi Annie.
Bree's amazing. But I gotta say, like, I've got a pretty amazing team now.
I love it.
I'm excited to hopefully bring one of your girls on tomorrow after I interview her. So.
Oh, amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear who's interviewing. I know we sent out, we passed along the job description again to a handful of people, but you'll have to share after who's interviewing.
Yeah, I will.
So excited.
I will. So thank you, Keri. I just wanted to, connect us and share you with this community, and you guys check out Nutritious Life Certified and then come work for SWW. It's great.
Amazing. I love it. And I'll add the link, and then we'll share all the deets. And thanks for chatting tonight.
Yeah, thank you. All right, I'm gonna go put my babies to sleep.
Amazing. Bye.
Bye.